Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Kill10Rats. Welcome to Zombicide, a Zoldyck entertainment game. Zoldyck Entertainment was kind enough to provide me with, for one, a pointer that this game exists, and for another, a key to have a look at the early access version. We're in build 0.93 at the moment, and I have to say, after giving this game a look in its beta state, this is almost criminally overlooked with like a handful of I mean, well, if you have weird hands, there's like over 30 of them, but at least just not that many Steam reviews in total, which, you know, they're all positive though, so it's a game that I would think deserves some more attention, and I will do my best with my limited resources to provide it. I will try and show off mostly in this episode the features of the game and what to expect from it. If I launch into gameplay right away, you will basically go like, oh, it's some sort of action RPG, and that wouldn't really do it all that much justice. So let's go and play in a new world with a new character. These are my two test characters that I've made. I haven't really made it very far into the game, as you can see, but enough to get an idea that there is so much under the surface. And you can already see there is a lot of customization options for those who are inclined to make their games harder. And you have your classes here: a warrior, a rogue, priest, wizard, ranger, conjurer, demon hunter, death knight, or your self-concocted hybrid. And the premise of the game is basically that some dark elven magical apocalypse has occurred, where the dark elves released a parasite that a magical parasite that creates zombies upon the world, and kind of lost control, or rather funneled the control into the hands of a fairly evil necromancer fellow, and now it is sort of a bunch of survivors out to still somehow make it work in that world. You're in control of a clan, and you generate your clan name here, or you can just fill it out yourself. We'll stick with Talisman because I quite like it. And I think we're going to go with a warrior to begin with. Let's make it a female for a change, and let's go with Helga. No, not really. Robin, well, I don't know. Dana maybe. Yeah, why not Dana? So you have your advanced options here. You can go into a hardcore mode. You can modify the amount of XP you gain. You can have all sorts of difficulty modifiers that you can enable here and make your game very customized when it comes to its difficulty. There is also the world generation. It's this procedurally generated. We can generate a new region. We can go with a normal pacing. That means we just gain XP at a normal rate. We go for a medium area size. You can go huge, random, tiny. You know, you can always randomize things as well if you like. And we're gonna go with a random number of clans. There are other clans in the game. You unlock the area difficulties by reaching character levels, and this also, like the difficulty also sort of dictates the difficulty of the enemies around you. So let's create a new area and launch into the game. We are in the help system, which is going to be quite useful for explaining the features. Down here we have a sort of a chat box that alerts us to events that are happening nearby. And to begin with, we have the game objectives. In general, the objective of each game is to survive the zombie apocalypse. Sounds fairly reasonable. There are 4 ways to succeed at this, and 1 way to fail. We can have a military win by destroying all other rival clans. We can have a diplomatic win and band them all together. A logistics win by just gathering a huge surplus of food. And an adventurer win by solving all the quests. Loss if all our followers die, and we have 10 minutes to fix a losing scenario by just picking up another follower somewhere on the map. They are definitely out and about. Right, so there is crafting in the game. We have a crafting station here. We can gather resources. The basics are, yeah, you control the character by moving around with mouse clicks, and that's also sort of how you attack. There is one of our followers already. And we have the inventory, Yes, of course, we have 2 item sets that we can use and switch between by using the W key. Right now we only have the hatchet that is rather flimsy. And now we have a bunch of other screens that are of interest to us. We can look at our character, which will provide us with very detailed breakdown of the game mechanics here. Will give us an overview of the resistances we have, etc., etc., and also some other stats that will have some, impact on the actual game itself. We can have a look at our relations screen, which means we can actually have relations with other clans, not in that way. We have to meet the other clans first, though. And we have the crafting station here, where we can salvage and repair and attempt to craft more powerful items. The relations thing comes into play as soon as we find other clans. We don't know how many there are yet, and we don't know how their initial reaction to us is going to be. Sometimes they hate you right away. I don't know if they ever like you, but I guess we'll find out. These are our skills. For the warrior, we have no real skill tree progression. There is all of these are available to us right off the bat. We don't have to go linear. We can just pick and choose from our various sub-specs, but the cost goes up. So if we want to, say, buy this, it costs us 6 points, but we don't have to spend another 6 to make our way there. We have Weapon Master, Gladiator, and Defender spec for the warrior here. Every class that I've tried so far had these 3 skill traits or skill trees, and these are just passives that are coming on top or alongside, I would imagine. Right now we can have Power Strike or Accuracy. We can go for Berserk attacks or Bloodlust, or we can go with a tanky route, which Shield Bash would be a bit of a waste because we don't have a shield right off the bat yet, and Block is equally problematic since it also requires a shield from what I can tell. Or does it? Not explicitly. No, requires nothing. So let's see. Gut is a dot. I guess we'll go down the tanky route maybe, or do we just... I guess we'll just go for a run-of-the-mill basic attack, and we can put this on our bar. Then we have the bulletin board here that can inform us about the things that we have available to do for our clan right away, which some of them are time sensitive. So if the game says the quest is urgent, it is urgent. I think it'll tell us this as well. No, this is just a skill tree bulletin board, yeah. If you choose, you can also go to clan relations and talk to other clans about the quests they would like you to solve for them. Exactly. Like we can do quests for other clans to improve our relations with them. And we have a priority 2, very important. Our clan has become infected with a Dark Blight. Dark Blight makes it difficult to see, especially in the dark. Infected people's combat and casting abilities are greatly impaired. Go find 17 pixie tails so we can cure it. Now location trouble tomb level 1 under Ember Plains. So we need to go to the Ember Plains to make that a thing. Let's accept this one. There is also a rescue Quincada. You've heard word of someone that seems to have gotten trapped by monsters. Please rescue her. Known location Ember Plains, so we're going there anyway. And there is also Drock the Guardian, a zombie sprite. The Assassin Master has been spotted also in the Trouble Tomb, where we are headed anyway. And Trouble Tomb level 4, that might be a bit of a mouthful, but we can try. We'll probably level up quite quickly. And we can also portal back to town from along the way, so that is a somewhat familiar mechanic, I would guess, in action RPGs, where you just take the town portal to get stuff sorted out. We have heard word that Shah is starving to death and trapped. We don't know how much longer Shah can survive. Please rescue her as soon as possible. Or him. We don't know. And it's also the Amber Plains, the Troubled Tomb of Darkness. So we have a quest to kill 6 zombie Ragnars. That's quite a lot to do in that one location. That is fairly efficient, I would say. Anything else we need to immediately address here? Dynamic world. Unlike most games, Zombicide is a very dynamic world. I have a brain freeze. Zombicide has a very dynamic world. Each and every town will be different. Without giving away any spoilers, when an NPC says, do this quick or something might happen, it will probably happen if you don't do something about it. That's what I was talking about earlier. And the game will change depending on what's going on in the area when you arrive, what you do, what you don't do, and even what the monsters and other clans do. So there is definitely a lot to impact by our actions. This is where it goes to the Amber Plains, so we'll leave our encampment and head on out. We have our first fight on our hands here, and right away we can see that the combat probably looks somewhat familiar if you've ever played an action RPG before. We can highlight items on the ground by pressing the Alt key, and these doors we find, those are important for defending our strongholds, so we can actually upgrade these with doors, and doors also, from what I can tell, cannot really be repaired, so whenever they got knocked down or damaged we need to replace them. This is why they tend to drop quite frequently. Damage mitigation, armor, resistances and health, etc, etc. Yes, indeed, that sounds familiar. And clan layout. Your clan layout is used to place your relics, guards and doors. Yes, indeed, that's something we can do in camp, where we can fit in the doors. And of course we can interact with objects. We can also do something in the clan information panel. This is a mechanic where we can effectively send our clan members that we have recruited out on expeditions to forage for herbs, to go hunting, or to just try and get loot or resolve quests. And we need 50 expedition points that we gather over time to make that happen. If we go into the negative, it makes our guys unhappy. Our guys also have traits and character traits and just skills that they have, which impacts their performance and how much they like each other. So there's definitely also a bit of, dwarf fortressy clan management going on there. And we have zombie knowledge as well, where we, as soon as we fight certain special zombies, I think we can gain more information about their specific abilities. We can recruit this person to our clan if we want to. And brought food, that's nice. So we have a new clan member. And we are getting wounded. That's not very nice of them. Okay, more zombies. That's fine. We do have a few healing potions going for us already, which means we should not be dying anytime soon. We also have some character points that we acquired. Oh, who are you? Oh, wow. You are a Saurian mage. Okay, these guys are not hostile. They are, I guess, part of the monsters that also got overrun. The Enlightened. Our compliments, Outlander. Beware, monstrous creatures abound in these parts. The Enlightened. Where are you? A different clan. Hang on. Let's go to Relations and have a look. The Enlightened, danger level low. The Enlightened clan comprises various outcasts from dark and sinister races. These rebels chose to live with a personal code of honor. They survived by banding together, taking care in who they trust, and always being at the ready to defend what is theirs. Despite their unusual ethics for their races of origin, they have a solid reputation for fighting proficiency and competence. So they are honorable and defensive. And they do not immediately hate us. So we might want to you know, try and do some stuff for these guys. We can negotiate, get quests, and solve quests if we have done some for them. What do they want us to do? They want us to fix the noisy curs. Those unfortunate enough to get the noisy curs attract way more unwanted attention by monsters. Go find 15 zombie scree tails to secure it. Okay, let's do that as well. This is all aimed at the area we're going in anyway, so I guess we'll just load up as many quests as we can and also get into the good books of these guys. That seems to be a fairly good way to go about this. Oh, hello. Let's just see where we can actually find the things we need for our quests. I think we do have to kill these zombie pixies. That way we get the zombie pixie tails to make it happen. Okay, these guys are fighting alongside us. We don't get as many drops. Let's check the health topics again quickly. Oh, okay, we improve relations by killing nearby enemies. That is also nice to know. So this is about the expeditions. We can send these guys out, and of course the success rate also depends on the skill. Item rarities, that color pattern should be somewhat common to anyone who's played an MMO before, even though the whole legendary color pattern is a bit shuffled around. Blue is usually not as great. Then we have money, that's also still a thing, there is still a currency. And clan relations, we can talk to them to make them like us more, etc, etc. Oh, something explodified. And regaining health. Cheapest way is to use your health stone in town, so if we're really low we can pour it back. And we can use altars, health stones, life stones in the world. Or we can use a healing spell if we have it. Which we don't. Because we're not a priest. And even as a priest we'd have to spec into it. So there's definitely a lot of variety. I'm not sure how effective it is to have a healing skill. I'm wanting to try that out on a different class. Like if you can do some sort of very what do you call it? Like self-regenerating type of character who doesn't depend on potions all that much, but I have a feeling that you can't really out-heal most of the damage that you're getting, that you have incoming, unless you really focus on that quite heavily. Okay, I keep wanting to kill these guys, but that's probably not the greatest idea. Right, these are the Amber Plains, and we are basically looking for the entrance to the tomb that is under the plain here. Let's see, we have a small chest to loot. And all of this, again, this changes with every playthrough. Food is important to survive the zombie apocalypse quite naturally, and we share that amongst our clan. If we run out, everyone will perform even worse and will eventually starve to death. That sounds quite logical. This is what happens if you don't have anything to eat. I would imagine that is not a big surprise. Oh, there is Goethe. Who are you? We can recruit you to the clan. Let's do that. Alright, so our clan is growing. And we are still looking for the tomb entrance, so we can actually have a look at what I would assume is a dungeon of some description, because we're right now adventuring in the overworld. Oh, we found a pouch. That's quite useful because it can expand our inventory. We will run out of space fairly quickly, and we also need pouches to store stuff. Blemished pearls go into empty sockets. Okay, this is not something we need right now, and this is just an explanation of what bags do, in case you were wondering. Right, so Gerda brought some food. That's a pretty good haul there. And we found some ringmail boots. I think I've also got a pair of pants in the inventory still. Let's just identify this quickly and put it on. And this is Soft leather leggings. Can we put these on? We can, so we already have a decent bit of armor. And I think we leveled up. Level up. Each time you increase in level, you get more attribute and skill points to distribute however you want. To use your attribute points, open up your character page and press the plus button. To use your skill points, open up the skill page. That seems quite reasonable. Right, so what do we want to raise? I guess for us, the strength and vitality seem somewhat important. We have 5 points left. Let's put them all into strength because we are strong. And then we'll have a look at what the skill display says. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? No, 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 no. There you are. Okay. We have 2 points left. Adrenaline speeds up your attacks for a short time. There you see that these are also unlocked now, so we can completely skip this first tier if we want to. And this is, for instance, one that we can also like weave into a tanky build. So definitely not just abilities for a complete berserker here. Right, what else do we have? Quake Strike, a very powerful strike to the ground that causes an earthquake, damages all enemies within range and knocks enemies away from you. That sounds really cool. It's also an interrupt, so let's go for that one, I think. I like it a lot. I should also remember to be using these a lot more. I guess this one will probably use mana. Right, level up. Yes, we had that. Right, let's try this. Okay, this used a fair amount of mana, which regenerates quite quickly. We also have a tumbler of minor mana potion to help us with regaining it. How are we doing on the map? Right, lots and lots and lots of quests. Let's just keep looking. I'm quite pleased that we found a clan that is not immediately hating on us already, because they seem, especially with the honor roll trait, they seem quite nice. Is this a different area or is this a clan? I think this might be yet another clan, to be honest. Could be. The Stark Clan Hunters have declared war on the zombie Doomhounds. Well, good for you guys. Good for you. Right, I think we're not really looking for this place right now. We are mostly looking for the Ember Plains and for a way into the horrible tomb. Oh, there's Quincada. We need to rescue... What? What? Why? Why are you... Why are you being an asshole? Oh, do we have to... Wasn't that a quest to rescue that person? I'm tremendously confused why we're being attacked. I'll just click, click, clickety, click. Oh, wow. That's a lot of stuff. Wasn't that someone we were supposed to rescue? I'm not... Rescue Quincada. Completed. If that's our idea of a rescue, I'm not sure. Oh wow, what is going on? Something's definitely funky here. I guess they came back from the dead. You are low on health potions. You might want to send out a herb forage party from the clan screen to find more health and mana potions. I might want to do that. I might also want to figure out what the hell is going on here. Quincada turned into a ghost, and I've caught the dark blight. Oh no. Ugh. Well, balls. On that note, I guess I'm gonna take a break here, and I will show off some more of this. Alright, let's try that again. Okay, so we'll do that next time. And I'm not sure how many episodes of this I'm going to record. It's going to be a few more. That's all I can say at this stage. I just want to provide a bit of a better overview of the game and give you a feel of what's going on here, and I don't think 1 or 2 episodes will do that, so we'll see how it goes. For now, thanks for watching, I'll catch you then, and bye for now.